Hello, welcome back to another episode of Let's Be Charmed. This is where we are taking the mini charm pack and turning it into a modern quilt. I'm pretty sure this modern. Got a lot of negative space, let's put it that way. So behind me are the first 3 episodes. We're doing episode 4. We are actually working on 4 blocks today, and of course they're all going to be sewn the same way, but you can decide which order you want your colors, the 4 blocks. So you should have 12 of the mini charm squares, 3 8.5 by 2.5, 6 6.5 by 2.5, and 3 4.5 by 2.5. If you cut it wrong, if what the instructions I sent out were similar to the ones that are on this paper that I've pulled up, if you've cut it wrong, just save those, save whichever ones you had too many of, and just go ahead and pull some from the others, because I'm pretty sure I did not go by what I had written down when I did the full count. I did it based on the picture, not by what I had written down, and what I had written down is not correct, at least according to this paper that I have pulled up. Okay. Well, and this is one of the reasons why I have y'all helping me with this, because it helps me find my little errors. So let me just jot that down real quick, that I have to make a change here. So this is 6, and this is 3. Okay, there, that feels a little better. I do humbly apologize. This could even be an old paper that I found because I was looking for the pattern. So it could even be an old pattern from when my pattern tester helped me with it, because she usually is dead on accurate with my mistakes, and it's usually me. Okay, so let's begin. Let's bring this down. You don't have been having wait. Thank you, Ms. Ann. Thank you. I'm looking forward to my Halloween Horror Night over in Universal. I don't even know if I have the right name with the right one, but I'm really looking forward to it, and I know I am going to have a great time. Nicole's going to walk me slap to my limits, I can tell you already. And yes, Donna and I have been having way too much fun. I hate to see her leave coming up soon, real soon this week, but you know, she's got a life she's got to go back to as well. But she has been invaluable. She's been so helpful to me. I can't even begin to tell you how wonderful it's been having her here. And I will miss her when she is gone again. Anyways, all right, so let me get us down to the tabletop. All right, so here we have, hope I did this right. All right, so I got my 3. Yep, 3. And I have my 6. And I have my 3. So I've got all the right ones. So apparently I was not looking at that. So hopefully I gave you guys the right directions. If anybody has them wrong, please let me know. So 3, 6, 3. Now, you can do these in any combination of colors. We're going to, oh, there it is. Phew, I was like, where'd it go? Okay. You can do these in any combination of colors. I have mine as, you know, as usual, light, medium, medium light, dark, the light, medium light, medium, and I'll call that my dark, but it's really not dark. I am just gonna, I swear I'm gonna be tongue-tied today. I can tell already. All right, let's turn my iron on. And then, so the first one we want to do is you want to take 2 colors. Just at this point for this one, just kind of mix it up a little bit. Put 2 colors together like this. Okay, we're going to put it over here to stitch. And then pick another 2 colors. So let's do this one, and let's do this one and this one. I don't think I have that one. Yeah, let's do this one and this one. I think that'll work out well. And I'm really not going with anything other than I'm just trying to make these 3 sets just a little bit different. So you need 3 sets where you're putting the 2 mini charms together, okay? So I got 2 mini charms, and we're going to put them together just like that, okay? And if you saw the picture, you'd be like, oh yeah, but I'm going to make you wait. All right, let's get you over here to the Next one, the next screen. Okay. And we're going to get to sewing. And you don't have to do all of them, but I just decided to go ahead and do the 3. So if you can't tell, this is going to be 3 blocks. So that's why we have 3 sets. We're making 3 blocks. And Miss Sheila, I do have that leaders and enders that we were talking about yesterday, but unfortunately I left them in the box, and the box is all the way in the garage. Miss Sheila gave me a here, let's go over here. Miss Sheila gave me a sample of what her leaders and enders look like, and I was really hoping to show you. And what she's doing is she is preparing a quilt based on just putting together 2 scrap pieces of fabric, much like this, where she just put 2.5-inch squares together and then used this as her leader and ender. And so when she's done, she'll have a whole bunch of these together, and then she can keep doing it just to get a whole nother quilt done just over time. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to iron this, and I'm going to put this right here, and we're going to really good thing they can't hear that. But you couldn't be a little noisier, could you? I'm so sorry. If you drip ice cream on the floor, please clean it up. Okay. And then we're going to do this one. I think he's in his office. Why? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, well, he may have made a, you know what? He may have made a run to Walmart. He forgot something. All right, so now we have these 3. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these, and we're going to decide which one of these we want on top. So whichever one we're going to have on top, yeah, I think I'm going to do it just like this. We're going to connect all 3 of these to the bottom of this one, just like this. Okay? And again, I'm doing it just to make it a little bit different and not putting any one at the same top, the same spot. Ooh, let's get these together too. That one, and then this one. Just like this. Well, hey, Miss Claudine. Welcome in. All right, let me get you to the... I think when they walked in the door, they let all the cold air out. It's hot in here. We're just going to put all of these together. And use our... And come over here. That out of the way. Mm. Smells like I got something stuck to the sole plate, but there's nothing there. Okay. And we're going to set that aside. Piece we're going to work on is you need to pick 3 different colors. That's going to leave these. And we're going to take 2 of our 6.5s. And those are going to go with this one. And these are going to go with this one. Just like that. And you can go ahead and do all 6 of them at one time.
Ashley got you something I want to show you now or later.
No. Is it going to make me cry?
Anything could potentially make you cry.
Oh, you have a point.
You want to see it?
All right, y'all, we're going to take a break. Come on in and watch. Come with me as my daughters bring me something show me something they bought me from Hunsaders. Come on over, guys. Whatever it is, it's rattling and it sounds like glass. Y'all, this is my daughter. You got me a new one. Oh my gosh. I love it. Every time I go to Hunsaders, okay, here we go. Every time I go to Hunsaders, I would pick up one of these chimes, and they meant the world to me. It's just like, I don't know. I got a whole collection of them outside the house. I'm surprised I haven't had the HOA banging on my door telling me my house makes too much noise. And this one is beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. I love it. Thank you. I see that. It looks like beach glass. Yeah, and it looks like beach glass. I love it. What do y'all think? And yeah, that is enough to make me potentially cry.
That's what I said.
You guys, thank you. Thank you. You're so sweet. All right, let's yeah, you could replace it with the old one. Ain't it? I've had them outside for so long that they're falling apart. The wood pieces keep breaking. Oh yeah. All right. All right, back to the tabletop. I know, Miss Jerry. Isn't it just so adorable? Thank you, Miss Ann. It is beautiful. They surprise me. Sometimes I think they forget I'm even here, and then there's times like this when I'm like, oh, they remembered me. All right, let's get these done. So we're putting our 2.5-inch squares. All the rest of our 2.5-inch squares are going on our 6.5-inch pieces. All right, at least I have 2 left. We're just matching them. I guess I didn't say much either, did I? I can guess I can delete that part out of the video. And then the last one. I can't wait. This quilt is going to be so stinking adorable. I can't wait to see what it looks like. Now I got to find just like just the perfect quilting design for it. Okay, and then our ender. That back there. And there. All right, and again, so we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to iron it to the dark. Did somebody say they're buying steaks tonight for dinner?
With a stick.
It was a stick?
Dog found a stick.
A dog found a stick. Oh, I thought I heard somebody say something about they're buying steaks tonight. Oh, I could buy a steak. Snake. Oh my gosh, y'all. They keep me young. All right. All right, this thing where I only hear half a conversation is really annoying. Because I almost thought I heard something about mom being crip. Talking about an episode of telephone. All right. So we're going to take, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take one of these and one of these, one of these, and one of these. And this is how the block should look. Okay, let's take a minute. We're going to go ahead and sew those together. And this one you can, you should be able to nest. If not, just push your seam over so that you can nest it or whatever you're going to do to make sure it nests properly. Okay, and I'm going to pin that real quick. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and flip this one over. And pin that together. And we don't have to worry about nesting. You just want to try and get it to go to the end without having too much left over or too much in there. All right, let's come over here and go ahead and get it. So I'm only going to do one. There we go. I'm only going to do one block because I want to take my time and make sure I get all the, not duplicate any of my 2.5-inch squares. There's that. And then we're going to do this one. Okay, got that. And then making sure it comes all the way down. Straighten out a little bit. And all the way to the end. Perfect. Okay. Let's get our ender on there. Okay. Snip, snip. And there's that and that. Okay. We're going to iron that. And since this one has no seam on this side, I am going to iron that direction. That dog has been so quiet the whole time, and now that they're back, she's like, I want to be part of the conversation. Okay, there's that one. And then we're going to go ahead and, since there are fewer seams on this side, I'm going to go ahead and iron to this side. And again, this is a good time to use one of the wooden irons, just to kind of get that seam in there nice and flat. And then we're just going to place it right on top. So now we're going to take this piece with all 3 pieces across the top here, and this piece with the one down in the corner. So you got 3 over here and 1 here. Okay, we're going to flip it over, pin it on this side, and then make sure it lines up at the bottom. Looks good. All right, y'all, we're almost done. Okay, just make sure it stays lined up. Gonna pull that pin, go right down the side. Perfect. All right. Put our leader, our ender in there, and snip, snip, and come back over here on the table, back on the machine. No, y'all, I don't think we're going to get this any lower than 25 minutes. I think that's going to be the least amount. No matter what I do, we're at about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Okay. Everything feels like it's lined up nicely. We're just going to give it a nice little iron there. Make sure everything else lines up. All right, y'all. All right, and there you go. There we have it. Now I just got 2 more to go to put together, and then that is all for week 4. Week 4, isn't it beautiful? And the colors and goes so nice, and everybody did such a great job last week, and I enjoy seeing the colors. And when I was at the embroidery class yesterday, I got to see some more of everybody's stuff and how well they do. And some people fussy cut the 2.5-inch squares out from their yardage fabric. Just very, very way cool. All right. Thank y'all for sticking with me today. I hope it's not too short. Prayer time is next. So if you have any prayer requests, I'm going to give you a minute to go ahead and put that into the comments real quick. But we're going to have prayer in just a moment. I'm going to put this right behind me here. I'll put it right there because then everybody can see it. Like I said, you need 3 of those. So what we have cut should get you 3 of those blocks. Okay? All right. And remember, next week we will not be having a episode. Next Sunday we'll go on to the next week and do episode number 5. But I will still have your email out Monday by 10 o'clock. So look for it in your email, and I promise I will double check the cutting instructions. But if you did for some reason miscut base because of something I said, you know, the instructions were a little wonky, just hang on to it. Don't throw anything away, because those can be used in another block, and you just never know. Just hang on to it, okay? All right. I will say that I am so happy to hear that the hostages have come home. They get to go back to their families. I know they've got a long road ahead of them. You know, there was a lot of trauma that's going to be involved in that, and they're going to have a lot to work through. So we're going to send out prayer, love, and hugs to all the people, the families that are involved in the hostages, and everyone who had to and deal with that. So, Father, thank you for another beautiful day. Thank you for the sunshine that comes down, the rain that washes away. We just thank you for everything you've brought our way, for the family you've put into our lives, for the acceptance and the love. And Father, I just pray for the hostages that were released, Father, and I just ask you to give them peace, Father. Let them know that they are loved and that healing is coming. Just ask you to please just give them the healing touch they need. And Father, I just thank you for all you do, for all the grace, for all the mercy, for all the love. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Listen, y'all have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Enjoy your family. I hope you have something good for dinner tonight, and we will see you in 2 weeks.